Cheers.
Cheers. And we're back.
We got a lot to talk about today.
It's been an interesting week. I'm sitting close and personal with you because I'm on the edge of my seat right here, right now.
Looking into your soul right now.
It's
as
like,
Chris would say.
Let's keep him out of this. We don't need to get him involved. But been a lot happening. As you told me, I believe election time is a little over
63 days today.
Yeah, a little over 2 months away. And every week seems just like a new month or even a new year because of how much shit is getting released. You know, I was talking with my brother and I was talking with my family. It's very interesting to see on how 6 weeks ago was the attempted assassination of the former president of Donald Trump. And
I thought it was longer ago now.
My point exactly. And it feels like it was an eternity ago.
Things that happened this morning I thought were yesterday.
Things happened last week, it feels like it was last month. So there's a lot of stuff like that. Want to touch base into some things in the food industry, some hype shit.
What's going on in Colorado?
Sports.
The YSL trial.
Politics. We got a little bit of it all for you
Let's
today.
start off a little fun, though. Talk about what's coming out with Wendy's.
Yeah, we'll start off a little interesting, fun with it. You know, Wendy's announced that they're going to be doing their own first... I'm not sure if it's their first collab that they're doing, but...
I've never seen this collab before.
No, definitely this collab's never been seen, but it's more or less that... I don't even think I've seen Wendy's do collabs in general. It's more or less that McDonald's and Burger King are always really well known for doing these.
Not in the last couple of years, at least. I don't know if they've done one.
No, you're talking about Wendy's? Okay, yeah.
No, McDonald's 100%.
Yeah, I was gonna say they do the Travis Scott
Wendy's,
ones,
I'm not
Grimace,
sure.
all that shit.
They might have, but it's just been years for sure.
Absolutely, and so
or since they've had a hype one.
Absolutely, and so they announced that Eric told me that in early October that they're gonna be releasing the McDonald's, or I'm sorry, not McDonald's, the
Krabby Patty.
Yeah, not the Krabby, the SpongeBob themed lunch. So it's going to be a Krabby Patty it looked beautiful. We'll import the image, pop up the image right there. Beautiful. Love it. And
it's probably not going to look that good in real life.
I got the picture, but it's right. Absolutely. You know, they always do it better online.
It's going to be all smushed.
Yeah, it's going to be half the size.
Yeah.
Because it looked like a big, juicy burger. They're going to have french fries with the meal, and then it's a pineapple shake, which I'm actually kind of excited to try. I'm excited to see if it's going to be like a pina colada or not. You know, that's what I'm really curious to see.
Talk about pineapple shakes. Have you tried the Taco Bell pineapple freeze?
Yeah, so I'm a freak for mixing.
Ooh.
People make fun of me for that kind of stuff, but that's how you get like the best experience of a flavor. I'm the one that goes to 7-Eleven and does all 8 flavors, right?
That's a little insane.
No.
2, 3?
No.
That's good.
8. All 8. Besides like Verner's or maybe like a couple weird ones. But like at least 4 or 5. At least. Minimum. So when I go to Taco Bell and there's only those 3 options, Baja Blast.
You mix them?
Fuck yeah. Tell them to layer that shit. 1 at the bottom, 1 right here, and then 1 right here. And then they get you right.
You're the drive-thru's worst nightmare.
Oh, I ruined them. Absolutely. I needed a half cut.
How many times do you think they've spit in your food?
Honestly, I don't know because it's been delicious every time. So I might be a freak for spit or never. So it's a very...
You're like, all right, I need this cut perfectly in 6 triangles.
Yeah, so I looked up
and
online.
I want all 3 shakes mixed in one.
Yeah, so I looked at the diameter of the quesadilla, and it says that it's 12 inches long. Can you peripherally cut each one into a 3-inch sliver, making sure that there's a diameter?
Slice each one, too.
Yes,
so
and I need a perfect ratio of chicken between each strip distributed. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. But I'm not a person to eat fast food burgers. The only place I'll eat fast food burgers from is Culver's, and that's like where I'll consider fast food. Five Guys I don't consider fast food. I don't consider a couple other places.
Culver's is not fast food.
You don't think so?
Yes and no.
I know it takes long as shit, but I get that, Eric. I get it takes long as shit. No, I know that.
I think their whole system, though, would be like, if it was fast food, you'd get it at that second window. I think
they're always bringing it out to you.
Yeah, I think because if you go inside, you have to wait for it also like carry out in a sense, or you can sit down and they'll bring it to your table.
I guess.
It's more of like a fancier fast
So
food.
you wouldn't call Chick-fil-A fast food then? Because Chick-fil-A is the exact same concept. Other than
Chick-fil-A is damn good. I don't care what it is, bro.
They got that shit figured out.
It could be fast food. It could be
back food,
yeah,
slow
it could
food.
be anything, bro. I mean, slow food. We sat in the line at the one in Novi they put up for 45 minutes when they first opened.
No, 100%.
Lined up damn near an M5.
That's why during COVID they had just the vans at like Somerset. I was waiting an hour minimum for that shit because they had that shit all.
You were
fucked
doing
up.
crazy shit, bro.
No, I'll tell you right now, Eric. You know this.
My one story with you is that you picked me up and we drove an hour and a half for fucking donuts.
It's not a lie either. Like I will do the crazy because before my sister moved out, like that was like one of my favorite memories with her. Is that that's what we would do all the time. It was like once a week we would go take a destination to somewhere. So whether it was a 20-minute away donut shop or a hour and a half away bakery or something like that. You know, so like we would just take the most extravagant trips, and I still do the same thing. Like that's what I love. I'll go by myself. There's a client that I have in the outskirts of Toledo that I purposely really tried to hold on to just because so I can go deliver to him once a month and go have this restaurant out there that I'm obsessed with that's only in the Metro Ohio area.
What is it?
It's called Balance. It's a Thai fusion place. So you get like
we should go to Toledo one night and go to Waffle House.
Yeah. That place is actually pretty good, but you gotta hit it at night.
That's what I'm saying.
Whenever I go to visit like my family friend out there and we'd go get like fucked up that night, we'd go hit Waffle House 2 a.m. Bro, that shit's busting.
What would it take to open one here?
A lot, because it's what's it called? It's a franchise, so they'd have to prove it for it to happen. So it's not even about you having the right money or anything. It's just about them approving it. I think it'd be genius to open up one right off on 5.
Yeah.
It would be a banging spot.
Right where downtown commerce is supposed to start.
Right, exactly. Right by like Lifetime and all that shit. You could do it on like the opposite side.
Not even further down.
Yeah.
By the Walmart.
But we'll jump into our next topic.
Football.
It's that time of the season. It's that time of the season right now. College football started last weekend over Memorial, or was it Memorial or Labor? Which one? Labor. Okay, so over Labor weekend, and we got the professional. We got NFL starting this week on Thursday. We got the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Baltimore Ravens. It's gonna be an exciting game.
I think Baltimore is gonna win.
Yeah, I was gonna touch base on that. Baltimore is not favored, but I definitely agree with Eric that Baltimore is gonna win.
I might have to take the under on Baltimore.
So from what Eric's talking about, not only are we getting back to betting because it's back into football season, but Eric and I have a little bet for the people who don't remember from last episode. We're gonna be starting off at a $20 deposit into any betting place of our choice. It doesn't matter whether it's FanDuel.
What are you doing?
I'm probably gonna do DraftKings.
DraftKings?
That's probably what I'm going to do, yep.
No.
Yeah. Watch, bro. You asked me, bro. I'm telling you. You can do whatever you want with your money, but we're both depositing $20 into one app. You have to...
We got to use the same app, bro.
Okay, hold on. We'll figure out this later, bro. Shut up. Okay, this is not important right now. Figure this out after. The app is the least important thing. We got all the other important stipulations.
Figure it out, man.
We got $20 deposits. We're going to start Thursday. If you... the competition starts Thursday. If you want to bet Thursday, you can. If you don't, you can do Saturday or Sundays or Fridays or Sundays game.
And Saturday. It's all weekend.
I didn't see anything for Saturday.
First full weekend of football.
Wow, that's nuts. That's nuts. I'm at the bar every day.
It's gonna be bad.
But I'm just really looking forward to see that. We are going to see. We're going to both put in $20. We have to do either parlays or straight bets, and it's going to be the first one to get to $400 is the winner, or whoever doesn't lose first is the winner. If Eric gets up to $120 and his bet loses, and I hit my bet, then I'm the winner. And winner gets a free pick from the other person's fantasy team whenever they want. So this is going to get even more deeper than just the money.
I'm going to fuck them, bro.
Yeah, I was telling my employee today, he's like, Alex, when do you think you're going to take your pick, whatever. And I was like, Eric's like, I'm going to do a 7th, 8th round in the middle of the middle of the whole thing. For me, it's a lot deeper than that. I think I'm going to take mine right before I play you, Eric. I think I'm going to have to go for a draft right before.
I hope we hurt whoever. I don't have anyone good, so.
Well, I mean, I'll take Amara from you.
I don't have Amara.
Or Gibbs.
Just go ahead. I don't have Gibbs.
You have Montgomery?
I don't have either.
Yes, you have 2 of the Lions players. You have 2 starters. You have Amara and you have Gibbs. Yeah, see, exactly, right there. I'm gonna take one of them from you.
I think I have Gibbs and Montgomery.
You might. We'll see. Actually, I think that's what it is.
But anyways, you're not taking mine. I'm gonna take yours.
I mean, we'll see.
I'd probably take Saquon from you.
Saquon Barkley, that's a good pick.
Or I need a tight end, so I might take T.J. Hawkinson from you too.
I really gotta take Goff.
Nah.
It's actually a solid take.
My QB is fine.
You need a backup though.
I got 2.
Me too, but I got what's his name? Christian or not Christian McCaffrey. I got Brock Purdy, and I got Jared Goff.
Yep.
Solid.
2 quarterbacks who don't run in the end zone.
You gonna see, bro. But speaking of the 49ers, please bring us in, Eric.
Did you hear what happened?
Oh, I did hear about this. I saw it.
Ricky.
I didn't see it, but
You were there?
I was part of it.
Whoa.
Self-incrimination.
Ricky Purcell,
Yep.
49ers wide receiver.
Yeah, he's a
got
rookie.
robbed for his Rolex this past
Attempted
weekend.
robbery.
Attempted robbery for his Rolex. Shot in the chest.
Yep. So, the story that went down, he was down getting lunch or something, running some errands in San Francisco. Yep. He was coming out of his store, going into his car, got into an altercation with a 17-year-old. 17-year-old pulled the gun, trying to mug him, rob him. They got into an altercation, into a scuffle that ended up on the ground. Somehow, some way, the 17-year-old shot himself in the arm. And then as he shot himself in the arm, he got a hold of the gun and then shot, what was his name?
Ricky Purcell.
Yeah, Mr. Purcell in the chest.
Yep.
So they say right now he's in stable but serious condition.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see on, like, you're never safe, no matter how big or how small you are. You're always a target, you know.
Well, he obviously didn't have security.
No, I mean, no NFL player does. Very few. Maybe Tom Brady does. Maybe, like, Aaron Rodgers does. Maybe, like, someone like that. But, like, this is the first time I've even heard about this guy, you know?
Right.
And I'm curious to see if he's going to press charges on the kid because they got him. And on top of it, what his kind of, like, mindset's going to be like now. Because you're a star player. Your whole life has potentially just got ruined. Yeah. I'm going to assume that after you get shot in the chest, it's very hard to breathe. You can't go be a...
He's probably not playing this year for sure.
Absolutely. You know, and so it comes into a lot of factors that I'm very curious to see on how they play a part.
Like, he made it to the NFL and then got fucked.
Yeah. That's the one thing I'm very curious to see on how it plays out. Anything like... Does San Francisco come out and say anything for the team? Do they?
I didn't look, to be honest.
They haven't said anything like that?
No, I think... Anyways, just keep them in your prayers, I guess.
Absolutely.
Know? But I'm excited for the Lions playing the Rams this weekend at home.
This Sunday,
it's going to be
8
electric.
O'clock. Yep, 8 o'clock.
Where are we watching it?
I mean, that's up to you, Eric. It's about if you're actually going to be up or not, because I know you have to get up early Mondays.
I'll probably watch it at the crib. You'll probably watch it somewhere else.
Damn, that's fucked, bro.
I got to be up.
That's fucked. So why'd you just ask me?
I forgot it was Sunday, bro. I thought it was Saturday like we've been talking about.
So we're not going to go to the game?
Not Sunday.
No?
You're the second person to ask me this week.
So we're not going? All three of us? But we'll hop on to the next topic. I'm not sure if
Should we try these? Should we do a sponsored ad?
Oh, yeah.
By 313 Exotic?
So, hold on. Slow down. Don't. I know you're hungry, but let's show off the product. Twix Secret Centers just brought in from the UK. Landed today. Eric saw these and he said he had to try them. If you need help, hey, people don't understand on how the...
What'd you call me earlier?
I don't know. I called you a lot of things. I don't want to repeat.
Baba?
Oh. No, you Papa.
Uh-huh.
You Tutu. Yeah, 8.
Okay.
So there's 8 of them to a sleeve. They're called Secret Centers. They're the Twix Secret Centers. Eric, please.
Fuck, man.
Don't worry about it right now. Give one a try. Let's see what you think. Full intermission. This might be a little melted.
He sells melted product.
Oh, is it? Oh, it looks soft. Like the whole cookie of a Twix, it seems like. Fire? What would you rate it?
$7.2.
And then how close does it taste like a Twix?
At first, not really, but the aftertaste.
Pretty spot on.
Out of 10, aftertaste wise, like an 8.
Stop.
There you go. I'll eat this half.
That's tastes like a Twix Top if you ever had one of those. From the from Dubai.
Very good. Tell them where they can buy it.
You can buy it now at 313exotic.com. Use code SAVE20 for 20% off your purchase. Let's hop back into it.
Cool.
Oh, beautiful. Love it.
You gotta tell me about what's next, man.
Okay.
I didn't hear about this.
Have you really not? Okay. So, right now, currently, there's something going on called the Chase glitch. For a lot of people who've heard it through TikTok, some people who haven't. Right now, what's going on is that it works two different ways, okay? There's the aspect of you not knowing about the scam, and I do. So I would go to a local Chase ATM. I would insert a blank card that's covered in super glue. Once you insert the super glue into the card, it jams up the reader, right? So the card can't be read and inserted.
Right.
So instantly it will prompt you, system down, do it through your app, okay? Once you do the transaction through your app, it's still logged in to the ATM for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Unless you physically click something and log it out, which a lot of people don't know because they just do it on their app. So the guy who jammed the ATM will be waiting outside, waiting for you to leave, and he'll go inside and he'll deposit a fake check underneath your name. Because a lot of people don't know that's how banks work, right? Whether you have the money or not, the bank will process and deposit the check. Whether you have the money or not, that's when it just figures it out after. It'll either overdraft your account, it'll approve it, whatever. So that's the first thing people are doing. They're ruining someone else's account and doing that whole scam, right? Then there's people that are even stupider than that. Because let's keep in mind that on every ATM in the world, there's a camera. In every bank, there's a camera. Every corner around a bank or an ATM, there's a camera, okay? So people are coming in and they figured out that whole thing with the checks. They're like, why would I waste my time stealing someone else's shit? I could do it to my own account and close my account down. I'm a genius. They deposit a check for $9,999 because they think they're so smart, just enough to alert the IRS, and they write the check in their name to themselves. They deposit the check instantly cashes, they close the account, and wire the money to a different account. But they forget that the whole account was set up in their name, and
they signed the check.
And their social security.
And they closed the account.
They signed the check, they closed the account, and they're on camera doing it. So right now, that's the whole thing. If you look it up on TikTok, Chase Fraud, there's people waking up that didn't know to close their account. There's people who are even stupider than that. They deposited the check with their name signing it to themselves, kept the account open, received a check for $9,999, woke up in the next day, negative. Whole account. Whole account negative. Whether you had a penny or you had whatever you had in there. Negative. Wiped. Clean. And I'll be honest with you, Eric. This happened a couple of years ago with Wells Fargo. This happened a couple of years ago with DoorDash. And this happened a couple of years ago with Cash App. It was a setup within the infrastructure to catch people in the scam. And I'm thinking it's the same thing right now with Chase. I think Chase purposely let someone kind of let out this kind of information through the internet because they knew it's like a game of telephone. Once one person says it, it just goes on and on and on and on. The message just changes and changes and changes. And by the time it gets to me and you, it was the easiest thing I've ever done. Go do it, bro. It's free money.
Right.
And then before you know, there's literally, that's the meme right now. There's people, if you've seen the meme, we'll post it up. It's people fucking lined up outside of a Chase Bank like it looks like a club. That's literally what it looks like. A line deep lined up out of Chase Bank because everyone's trying to do the scam right now. And like I was saying, I think that's just Chase or even the what is it? The FCC? Is that what it is? The FCC. I think this is their way of their get back. They've had enough of credit card fraud. They've had enough of this fucking chargeback bullshit. Because in a chargeback situation, no, everyone wins besides the seller. Right. You know, the scammer wins and the person who bought it wins. But me, for example, like if I sell, let's say someone stole your credit card information, God forbid, but then they order their shit to California, you would get your money back from your bank. That guy would get his snacks.
You get fucked.
And I would lose my money on the products, and I'd have to pay you back because the money comes from me.
Yep.
So, like, I think the FCC had enough of that shit. And right now, this is the time where they're cracking down on anyone. Anyone who's greedy enough to even ask for $1,000, they're slapping the fucking iron cuffs on you, and they're fucking throwing your ass in jail.
Speaking of also going to jail, let's jump on to our next topic.
Jesus Christ.
Which happened way too close to home. I was not there. Alex was not there. I guess.
I will say one thing. So before you mention it, I got back from my event Saturday, which is the night it happened. I'm sitting at the office. It's maybe 10:30 at night. I'm unloading. And as I'm unloading, I hear a cop sirens coming. Right? It's 10:30 at night. Where my office is at, there's never any activity. I see there's a cop car. They're moving. They're flying, Eric. Like the road that my office is off of, 45 miles an hour. If they were moving 80 miles an hour, that would have been generous. Okay? Next thing you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I counted anywhere from 8 to 10 cars within a 2-minute span of just flying down Orchard Lake Road. Go ahead. And from there, I was so curious on what the fuck happened.
I really don't know. They haven't released a whole ton on what happened. It was an altercation
for sure.
2 people got shot, 2 14-year-old boys, 1 dead, 1 critical condition. I think it was on the outside of the mall, or outside of the fair, I'm sorry, at Michigan State Fair.
At Novi.
And Novi, at the Trade Center.
Yes.
I think the saddest part about it is they left the fair open afterwards. They opened the fair back up the next day with extra security.
And so I talked about it with some people, and people are like, it's, what can you do? You got to keep it open. It's, just continue it. I said the opposite, because I think that it's not even about keeping it open and keep it going, keep a positive mindset. It's always about money, Eric, at the end of the day.
Yeah, they didn't want to lose money.
No, I don't even think that. I just think about all the people who were investors, not really necessarily, but sponsors. Because there's no free sponsorship, right? You can sponsor yourself for a day for $10,000, or you can be for the whole weekend for $50,000.
Right.
And I think those are the people that were really starting to complain, like, well, what about our money? Are we going to get a refund? Are we going to get a refund? Because you're coming down 2 days. You're going to send me $20,000 back?
30.
And they're like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep this shit open. And so I wish we could find some kind of statistic to show kind of what the attendance was.
I'm sure it will be out soon.
You think so?
Yeah, they always release the attendance to the big fairs.
So I definitely want to see that if it's possible.
Yeah.
I want to see if it made a difference at all. It's terrible to see what's happening. It seems like these young kids. That's what I explained to my mom. She's like, I don't get it. Why are all these young people fighting so much? And it's because there's no reasoning or logic. So it's like, I call you a bitch. You call me a bitch. I say fuck you. You say fuck me. And I finally lose it. And I snap and I kill you.
Yep.
It can't ever just be like, okay, fine, fuck me. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
What does it matter? Whatever it is.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was intended to kill the 2 14-year-olds or if it was...
I think it was some kids, I think there's a bigger thing going on. I think because it's always something with either, I don't want to say gang retaliation, but that's the main thing that's happening with a lot of
This is Novi.
But that's the thing. But think about the suburban areas, right? There's Pontiac not too far by. There's Southfield that's the opposite way around. There's Redford.
Yeah, I guess.
Detroit's only 30 minutes only.
Yeah.
So it comes down to shit like that, because as a 14-year-old, you don't have the logic nor the comprehension to de-escalate a situation like that.
Right.
Because me and you both, at 14 years old, we were some hotheads, I bet. I imagine, at least me, I was.
Yeah.
Now I don't even care to entertain what you have to do.
Right.
That's my main thing. For our topic next, I really want to jump into, it's a lot of, it's just, I don't want to say it's rumors, but it's a lot of, God, how do I put it? Just crazy shit happening.
Conspiracies?
No, it's not even conspiracies, because a lot of it's true. Majority of it's true. Some of it's not necessarily proven, but slowly getting debunked. So it really comes down to that. I'll have you start off with the openings, with the opening part of it, and I'll kind of leave the rest into it.
So let's touch a little bit again on what happened. We talked about last week in Colorado, what's
Yeah.
going on. So in Aurora, Colorado, it sounds like a lot of these apartments are getting taken over by Venezuelan
gangs.
Which, did you
Immigrants.
see yesterday that the United States seized the Venezuelan president's private jet?
Really?
Yes,
No, I
they
didn't see
seized
that.
it out of the Bahamas yesterday. So
Why?
Because they said he illegally bought it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So the apartments are getting taken over. The Hell's Angels are going down, and
That shit looks
they're gonna settle
badass,
it.
bro. Don't worry, bro. Just keep talking.
they're gonna settle the people getting their apartments back. At least they're gonna try to settle people getting their apartments back. A lot of Hell's Angels are going down there, from what I saw.
From all over the country too, and they're rolling deep here. And I've looked up the videos. I've seen the videos of them moving down. I've seen the videos of them all rolling deep. I haven't seen a single video of them getting there yet. And so that's the main thing that a lot of people are kind of discouraging the Hells Angels right now because they're kind of calling them wussies. You guys are all about and I was like, I don't think you guys know who Hells Angels are.
I have no clue.
I get they might not do everything that they say, but that would literally get them all arrested on that spot. They have to be smart about what they do. It's a very strong organization, and they move as a fucking unit. That's a family right there. So I'm very interested to see on what happens with that. What else have you learned about that? Because from what I saw is that recently the Colorado police in Aurora just moved into the apartments and slowly try to provide protection, clean people out, etc. So
But where are they taking them?
to the next apartment. That's the problem. That's the thing I'm very curious about. Is that it's a very good question. Is okay, now what? Because they're not even legal here in this country in the first place. So I don't know, Eric, because it's these liberal states or cities, I guess you want to say, are getting very liberal. It gets to the point of I have nothing against liberal people. You have every right to your own opinion, right?
Bring us into the next one.
Hold on, I will. But I just want to say, how can you let someone provide and support someone else before yourself? It doesn't matter whether you're conservative or...
Votes.
Huh?
Votes.
No, but I'm just, as a human in general, it doesn't matter whether you want to... if you know your own people are struggling, why would you want to kind of struggle yourself? But, topic for a different time. A lot of rumors going on right now. A lot of stuff happening. Like Eric said, election time are a little over 2 months away. The rumors and the whistleblowers are coming out left and right. So as of right now, this is the newest theory that's come out, is that Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Hillary Clinton have conspired to cover up the false assassination on Osama bin Laden and the killing of SEAL Team 6, which is supposedly was the team that took out Osama bin Laden. Don't quote me on anything I say.
What do you even mean by that?
Well, it hasn't been factually proven yet, but there's a whistleblower who came out who used to work for the NSA, and he was the one that was kind of in charge of debriefing. I don't want to say debriefing, but kind of in charge of going over the information for the killing of Osama bin Laden.
Okay.
At the time, this is in 2007 or 8.
This was 2013.
Oh, what? It was in Obama's second term?
Yeah.
So maybe it was 2011 then. Whatever time it was, we were never in good times with Iran. We were never in good terms with them.
Right.
But we negotiated a deal that they would set Osama
Iraq?
up. No, Iran.
Oh.
Iran. If I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check on it. But if I'm not mistaken, Iran. And that's where they were storing him at least. And
okay.
Yeah. So they were making a deal with the Iranian government, and long story short, Iran was like, yeah, well, no problem, we'll set Osama up. But you gotta kind of pay us off. America's like, yeah, we have no problem making a deal. What kind of payment do you want? They told me we want $162 billion. We'll set up Osama for you. That he covered up that murder of Osama bin Laden. It was a tactical team that did go take out, because I don't know if a lot of people know, but in the U.S. military, there's something called contractors. Contractors is a private entity or company that is hired by the U.S. government to go do something.
Right.
Just because they're hired by the U.S. government doesn't mean they have full immunity. They can get arrested just like a normal person, they can get killed just like a normal person, but they will get full protection and support by the U.S. government to go fulfill that mission. You know? And so that's what they're saying is that's what happened. Is that SEAL Team 6 ended up going to go kill Osama bin Laden. They got set up. They got killed themselves, blown away. That is when America finally sent the money and agreed to go get Osama bin Laden set up by Iraq or Iran, and had him in a spot that contracted team came out and they did the hit on Osama bin Laden. And so that's the whole thing that's kind of coming out right now, with a lot more story about it to come out. I'm very interested to see on why this is kind of resurfacing now. People are saying that this same story has been brought out in 2020 when Joe Biden first became president.
Right.
And it was suppressed very hard.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it.
So I'm very curious to see on what's going on, with that. Next thing I want to touch on. Have you heard about this next one?
I have not heard about the next few topics, actually.
Okay. So I'll dive us into this.
Besides the RFK one.
Yes.
Which I think I already touched on.
I'll let you do those last few ones. I'll end at the Tim Walz one.
Oh, shit.
Recently, Kamala Harris had a dinner at her house with all the female women senators.
Okay. Gretchen was there?
No, she might have. I'm not sure. No, Gretchen the governor.
Oh, did you say senators?
Yeah, all the senators.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, all the senators and congresswomen of the Senate or whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure there is multiple colored or ethnically colored women part of Senate. They were none of them were there. She was the only ethnically colored person there. But people did a little bit more research based on the pictures that were posted. And if you look very closely, the only people of color that were there were the people that were working the event. The maids, the waiters, the busboys, the chef, all black people. Very interesting. So she didn't invite any black Senate people to come sit at the table, to come put their opinion. Claims that she's black, not Indian. But she'll only let them be present as workers and be in the back of the house, where they're barely even present. So, for you, I want to ask you, because this is someone she's an Indian woman. Not claiming to be a black woman.
Okay.
Not standing with black people or even presenting them.
Okay.
How does this look to you if you're an African American voter, a black voter?
Not very good. That's why I don't think that. That's why I don't think Michigan's voting for her. A lot of people in Michigan are swinging right. Inner city people are swinging right.
Absolutely. I think that a lot of the in general, African American people aren't really much of conservatives, supporters behind conservatives. They're not fans of a lot of the things that they support. But I think this is the first time where you're seeing a huge flip in both ways. Where a lot of liberals, whether they're black, white, whatever they are, Hispanic, are switching sides.
Yep.
And same thing on the conservative side even. Where they're like, I've had enough of this Trump guy and this fucking socialism party where all they care about is money. No one's getting helped. So that's the thing you're really seeing a huge effect of right now. People really flipping sides and trying to figure out where they stand or what they want to believe in.
And you're going to see that for the next couple months.
Absolutely. For 2 months, that's the main thing. Last thing I want to touch on to, woke up this morning scrolling through the internet. Tim Walz's brother, the vice president VP, or candidate. His own brothers.
They're good.
You like that? You're killing him.
I think I'm going to rate him higher now.
Let's get it back to it. You said a 7.2.
7.6.
Can we get it up to an 8?
Final lock. 7.6.
Okay. At least we got it up. It's over 7.5.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Can't do it.
No. Okay.
That's a very good rating.
Okay. Awesome. But I want to touch on this final thing. Tim Walz.
Okay.
His own brother has came out against him, supposedly.
Okay.
He's came out onto Twitter saying that if you knew what my brother has done, who he has supported, or what his ideology is, this is not only a person that you shouldn't support, but this is the last person that should be involved in the White House. And a lot of people are very confused by this because they're like, what do you mean? So more research has been done on Tim Walz. Tim Walz has had videos come out about how he thinks that immigration, housing illegal immigrants, is one of the best business models you could potentially implement into this country. On top of that, he has taken, I believe, 8 or 12 trips to China in the last 10 years. For his anniversary, 3 times on business trips, 1 time for a birthday, 1 time for this, another time for that. Eric, a lot of American nationalists only go to China for one reason.
Business.
And it's not for the right side. It's not for our side. You know? That's one thing. Eric, I'm scared. You know, because these are some corrupt motherfuckers. These are just the puppets. These are not even the main showmen. These are just the puppets.
Yep. Who's behind it?
Who's pulling the fucking strings?
I don't know if we'll ever know.
We won't. We won't, because this country would collapse instantly, overnight. And that's that one show that I was telling you about, Gangs of London. That's kind of the principle of it, is that there's something called the investors. The investors, no one knows who the fuck they are.
Right.
But they run everything in
I'm
the
going to
city
have to
of London.
watch it.
Give it a try. It's a little slow at first, but it's good. It gets intense. There's a lot of action.
I'll watch it.
Bring us into our next topic, man.
So, we're gonna jump.
RFK.
We're gonna jump off politics. We talked about RFK getting denied last episode.
Okay.
And election day is 63 days away. As most of you probably already know, the world's kind of falling apart right now. It's in shambles, like we talked about at the beginning of the episode.
Amen.
Every week feels like a month. Every month feels like 2 months. Every 2 months feels like 4. Every 4 months feels like a year.
You know what I'm saying? God forbid.
It's crazy. Like, each quarter feels like a different year this year.
Absolutely.
On how things are, the market swings,
I'm
everything.
Post it on my story later.
Quote me.
You want me to at you?
At me.
Okay. At Eric Blessing
Dash
from Unscripted.
at Eric Blessing.
From Unscripted Podcast.
There you go. So let's jump out of politics because we already know it's already a shamble. Let's talk about something.
You know a lot better than
let's
I
talk
do.
about something else that's in a shamble. The state's case versus YSL, the gang.
And this is in Atlanta, right?
This is in Fulton County, Atlanta.
Yep.
We got D.A. Hilton. We got D.A. Love. We got a new judge that just got appointed 2 weeks ago,
This
3
is the
weeks
third
ago.
judge or the
Second judge.
Mm-hmm.
Second judge. First judge was corrupt. I'm not sure how much better the second one is, but she seems to be more siding with the defense, which I like to hear.
Interesting.
We got Brian Steele and his whole team, Max Sharp.
Is he free?
Brian Steele?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get prosecuted.
Oh, okay.
Bro, the attorney...
Well, I know he did a sleepover with Young Thug, but...
You know the attorney he had come represent him?
It was his wife.
No.
Well, that was one of the people.
Ashley something. She was the attorney that just went after Fannie Willis for the Trump trial.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So she's on a roll.
Bro, she brought 20 attorneys with her that day. I saw the clip yesterday. She was like, Judge, I just want you to know we have 20 attorneys in the hallway that are all here in support of Brian Steele, blah, blah, blah. I was like,
that's his wife, I thought.
No, her last name's not Steele.
The blonde lady, right?
It might be his wife. I'm not sure.
It's his wife or long life partner.
I think it's
long
life friend because
Yeah.
that's the attorney he called to come represent him.
It might be because I saw this. This I did see. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I do know about this.
And so, long story short, the state laid out a whole case. This trial's like on day 180 something.
I
It's
think it's even longer
ridiculous.
than
It's
that.
the longest trial ever. 180 days in court. It's
I
way
know.
longer than
It's
that.
like 3 years almost.
Yeah. The defense finally got the chance to cross-examine Woody, which is the state's star witness.
Yes.
Long story short, before I get into this, that Ashley girl also came out and said that she used to be really close friends with Fannie Willis before she got before she came. What is she? The state district attorney.
I think so. I'll be honest. I don't know much about her.
Before she became what she is now, this Ashley girl was really good friends with her, and this attorney named Paul, what was what Fannie Willis is now. Okay. Paul told
So
Ashley.
she's either the DA. She's either state DA.
I think
or
she's
the
DA.
prosecutor.
I think Fonnie Willis is DA. Paul was once the DA before Fonnie Willis.
Okay.
And Paul told Ashley that this case has been going on for 10 years and that he wasn't going to prosecute it because he wasn't going to rely on Woody. And it's just a coincidence that when Fonnie Willis became head DA or whatever,
Now they are.
now they're prosecuting
He's the
this
top
case that was built off lies that Woody said because he got up on the stand and then folded on cross-examination.
And see, that's what they're saying is that that's what the defense is trying to say right now is that this whole case is built around a lie that's never been proven from the get-go. It was just set for someone to be.
Either that or Woody's a goddamn good liar.
I don't think
Because
he even knows what he's doing.
he's saying one thing in the interviews, and then he's telling the whole everyone in court, I'm just here to tell the god awful truth now. And then they ask him a question, and he flips it.
Mm-hmm. This is what do you mean? Where have I been? You tell me what day?
Yeah,
You know what time? I've been a lot of places.
right. I'm not the one to keep track of time.
Yeah. Well, sir, what do you think of slat? Well, it's a word. Well, then what does it mean to you? Well, sometimes, sometimes when you throw paint somewhere, it slats. You know, it slats all over the place.
He's quick. He's quick.
Well, I know. I've seen it, Eric. I've watched it. I've watched not even just the TikTok clips. I've watched these videos, bro. He is someone that they're sitting there like, dude, I thought you were fucking retarded.
No, he's really smart.
You know, he's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he's
He
just
knows how to play the
dumb.
system better than a fucking lawyer does. You should listen to the terminology he uses. He might sound retarded, but if you listen to what he says and how he says it into the court of law aspect, bro, he's saying every single word.
I mean, that's a
golden.
man that just admitted he killed someone on the stand and is still out on the street.
Yeah, and he was like black
And
fifth.
is going to be the reason why Young Thug
Fucking
comes
Thug.
home, I think. But I don't think Thug ever fucks with him again.
So before we hop out of here, I want you to tell me one. I want you, not even me. What did you show me about YSL Woody's song that he released? He's trying to. I want you to, because this was something great. I didn't even realize that.
If you've listened to Woody get questioned
Yeah.
or be a witness
Of
on this
course.
trial,
I went back after you told me I watched a video, and I was like, no way.
Three times out of 10, every time they ask him a question, about 3 to 4 times out of 10, his answer is, nope, I don't recall. This motherfucker dropped a whole song while being the star witness in a gang YSL trial
and a RICO charge.
called I Don't Recall. DA asked me questions. I said, I don't recall.
I don't recall. We'll pop it up right here. Give it a listen. Tap into YSL Woody.
Bro is a character, man. He's kind of, you know what who he's been featuring a lot with on like a lot of these YouTube channels?
Who?
Charleston White.
Oh,
Him
fire.
and
There you go
Charleston
perfectly. Because that's who he reminds me of a lot, bro. Oh my God, you just made it all connect for me. I'm like, dude, I've seen this guy
And
before.
if he does it right, he could make a good living out of it.
Fuck yeah, bro. But I'm glad we can touch base on this. We had some crazy topics today. Comment down below on what you think. We're going to have the Reels coming up soon. TikTok's coming soon. Comment Eric below because he'll have it posted. No, below. We'll go below. Oh, Eric above. He's easy. Eric, yep. But
Think it in your head, don't comment it.
yeah, it's confident.
All right.
We're
Cheers.
turning out. Cheers.